it's not competition for destruction, it's competition for excellence. You know, I think
Yes.
that's what the problem when people think about what you're talking about with masculinity. When you're talking about it not being emotional, not being too much in that feminine energy, is like it's not about destruction. It's not about aggression. It's about a pursuant of excellence. And who knows where we could be if we didn't have these kind of contentions. But I also think that we do need a certain contention at some level.
You know, and some people will say that, oh, that's kind of arbitrary. And it's like, take your head out of your ass. If you're going to be the exception, you have to be exceptional. Pursuing excellence, some people say, oh, that's just so vague, whatever. Well, you have to be excellent at what you do. This might not make a lot of money, but I'm fucking excellent at it. I affect people all over the world on every continent. Would not be possible if I wasn't excellent. Do I pursue excellence? No, but I need to be excellent. You know, I need to pursue the best possible way to help others get this information at the least cost to them, spiritually, physically, and financially. Whatever you do in life, whether it's being a plumber, being a doctor, being a landscaper, it doesn't matter whether you run a beauty salon, whether you're a barber, whether you give massages, whether you do nails, I don't know. You have to be excellent because you have to be better than everybody if you want more business. And that is what vote, that's the vote, that's the exchange. If you're really good, people are going to come to you and they're going to use your services. If you're not good, then they're not. And if your livelihood is dependent on that, well, then you can't slack off. You have to be good. But right now in this current situation, you can be a slack-jawed fool that's totally incompetent and propped up by a system that will just take care of you, right? If there's no, that's what I'm saying. Like whether it's Hollywood, whether it's politics, everybody's being propped up by a system because they played ball. They're not being propped up by loyal fans because they did good work. And if anything goes wrong with them, they're a puppet that's so easily replaced that it doesn't matter. Whereas the people who are dangerous are the people who have followings, right? That's why someone like an Owen Benjamin can get canceled, can be banned from PayPal and Airbnb and all this other shit despite committing no crimes, because he has fans, he has a following. He is not a puppet that they can say, okay, goodbye, and then everybody will forget about him. No, he can go to a fucking barn. He can go to a library, sell it out, and still do what he enjoys and people love him. So this is what I'm saying to people. He doesn't pursue excellence, right? But he's fucking excellent at comedy. So that's what, and I'm not correcting, I'm just saying this because I know there's assholes in the comments that are going to see this and be like, hey, Rob said pursue excellence. What the hell does that even mean? You know, just shut up, boy. Just shut up and let people go to work. Because if you're not willing to do the work, get the hell out of the way and stop complaining about the men who are willing to do the work. Because that's why our society is degraded. It's these armchair warriors. Always got something to whine about, always got something to say. And when you look at their body of work, what have they done? Jack nothing. Because a guy who's busy on his purpose is not really spending that much time interacting with others on the internet. It's a fact. Unless you're marketing, you know, you're doing, you know, I respond to people on the internet once in a while, but that was a big lesson I had to learn. This is just, the internet is not real life. Don't try to interact with them. They're disrespectful clowns, and they are products of a system that has allowed them to beat natural selection and evolution. And that's the problem, is we're propping up the worst specimens of our species, and we're destroying the best specimens in wars and everything else, rather than, no, we need to be catering behind the best specimens and let the riffraff just, you know, do its thing. Because if you don't support it, it's like a virus or a parasite. If you don't feed it, it goes away. And that's the system. The system is parasitical. And if you don't feed it your consent and your energy, it goes away. It starves. That's why cleansing is so important. It gets rid of all the bad stuff in your gut. And that is, if you look at it from like the principle of correspondence, that internal world of your digestive system, it's a reflection of the external. Things work the same way. They're self-similar across all scales. Some's on the microcosm, some's on the macrocosm.